Did you know that every 39 seconds there's a different hacker attack? Well, luckily for you, today we're going to talk about threat actor types and the ways to prevent and protect yourself. My name is Jay Brown, and again, I'm going to be talking about threat actor types. So today we're going to start by talking about a threat actor. What is a threat actor, you might ask? A threat actor is any individual or entity that carries out an attack. Sometimes they're insiders, competitors, cyber criminals, hackers, or nation states. Although there are different types, the way in which they attack is equally as important. So now let's talk about targeted versus opportunistic attacks. So targeted attacks are more dangerous. They look to leak information, destroy important data, and are almost impossible to protect against. While on the other hand, the opportunistic attack is motivated by money. They're more of the smash and grab cyber attacks. They're typically automated and much less time consuming. Now that we know the different types of attacks, let's circle back around to the different types of threat actors. So again, we have our insiders. So someone that works inside of the company, like an employee or a competitor. So occasionally, when there's competition, folks step outside of that area of integrity and, hey, you now have a threat actor. You have hackers, you have cyber criminals, and nation states. Insiders are the most dangerous type of threat actors, and often they are also the most overlooked. Employees are the biggest threat to an organization, and they create security breaches doing what they think are harmless day-to-day activities. Sometimes you can have employees that are disgruntled. Sometimes you have employees that have vendettas, or hey, money's their motivator and they wanted to make more money. And unfortunately that year they didn't. And in most cases, it's unintentional. So it could be something as small as sending out a wrong email or opening up a phishing email or even plugging your cell phone into the company laptop. The next type of threat actor are competitors. Competition causes organizations to cross the lines and use corporate espionage. And there are two different types of tactics: internal and external. Sometimes the competitor might hire a spy internally or hire someone externally outside of the company. These tactics are used not only on giant corporations, but nonprofits, private companies, and small businesses as well. Next up on our list are hackers. A hacker is any threat agent who uses their technical knowledge to bypass security, exploit a vulnerability, and gain access to protected information. Hackers all have different motives, but the most common reason is for attention. Who did it? I did it. Yeah, they're those kind of people. It's not always about financial gain, but about bragging rights. There are three types of hacker threats: criminal, script kiddie, and white hat hackers. Criminals, they're the ones looking for the reward, whether it's financial, whether it's political, or and sometimes it's something completely different. And then you have the script kiddies. They are kind of the kids of the hacking world. They use applications or scripts written by more talented individuals to attack systems and compromise devices. Last, and certainly not least, are our white hat hackers. These are actually the good guys. They use their knowledge and skill sets and try to help companies see the vulnerabilities that exist in their security. So now that we've learned all about hackers, let's take a moment to review cyber criminals. Cyber criminals are almost a subcategory of hackers, but they're willing to take on a little more risk. They steal information of value to sell and are highly motivated by monetary gain. In most cases, cyber criminals are associated with large organized crime syndicates, such as the mafia. Now that we've wrapped up cyber criminals, let's take a look at nation states. Nation state attacks are highly targeted. They identify a target and wage out an all-out war. Often, they involve developing completely new applications and viruses in order to carry out their attacks. They use the most sophisticated attack techniques of all the attackers. Watch out, folks. As we prepare to bring the presentation to a close, let's look back at the things that we discussed. So we looked at the different types of threat actors, whether that's an insider, competitors, hackers, cyber criminals, or nation states. We also looked at the different type of attacks, whether it's targeted or opportunistic. Well, I'm sure you're wondering at this point, how do I stay protected? Well, I'm glad you asked. The best way to protect against attacks is to follow the security protocols and best practices. That's right, folks. Keep your systems up to date, close all unused ports, and disable unused services. Thank you so much for your time today. My name is Jay Brown, and this has been Threat Actor Types.